Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. And I am back out with Rick and RJ, and we did not plan today very well at all. We're heading out to Hershey, Pennsylvania. We got up bright and early in the morning, forgetting that on Sundays, nothing really opens until noon. So, whoops, but Big Lots is open. So right off the bat, we come across something pretty amazing. Lucy Blu-ray Steelbooks for only $5. This would be a great find if I didn't already have it. $4 for Harvey, Spartacus, and Touch of Evil. What an amazing deal. But once again, I already have all these. All right, finally something I want to pick up. $1.50 for Our Brand is Crisis. Never seen it, but I'll pretty much grab anything with Sandra Bullock. All right, not too bad. I mean, I'm off to an okay start. Again, $1.50 for this. Not a bad deal at all. I don't know what we're going to do now. I think the plan actually is to head out to Chocolate World, out to Hershey, Pennsylvania. Do that, and then hit up all the stores on the way back. They're burning us alive!
All of that fresh, delicious Hershey's chocolate goodness is finally ready to be packaged.
Free chocolate. Now let's go buy some movies. All right, finally, it has hit past noon and stores are actually open. And we just drove past the tip-top consignment shop that we've never actually been to before. And who knows, maybe they have some movies? Well, what do you know? They actually did have movies. Nothing we needed, but, movies. Okay, now the real hunting begins. We're hitting up our first Goodwill. This store can be a little hit or miss, but I've scored big in the past, and I'm gonna do it again today. Rick, what'd you find? The Book of Pooh, which I feel really weird saying out loud in a store, is something I never come across on DVD. But of course, it's scratched. It's been a little while since I've seen this much Disney all at one time in one store, but I don't need any of it. They might not have a lot in the way of movies I want to pick up, but their music selection is pretty amazing. Yet another amazing find that is amazingly scratched. I've taught you well, young Padawan. Okay, I don't care if we come across anything else today. The trip is officially a success. Alright, not bad. A few VHS tapes, a few CDs. Let's continue on. Now, this is pretty exciting. Our next stop brings us to Game Traders Club. I have never been here before, but we did look at their website, and it looks like this place might possibly be the jackpot. This is officially the most Blu-rays I have ever seen in one store at one time. They have them on the walls, they have them on the floors, they have them on tables. This is a Blu-ray Heaven. Great prices for brand new factory sealed UMD videos, but I already have all 4 of these. Alright, so that was a little bittersweet. that was the most Blu-rays I've ever seen in one place at one time. It was insane. When I walked in there, I was left speechless. I did not know what to say. Blu-rays on tables, on walls, stacked up on floors. It was a sight to behold. Rick here was completely freaking out. I mean, this here is a Blu-ray man, and for him to see that many Blu-rays, I think it blew your mind. I mean, I've never seen him react that way before. He was just overwhelmed. It was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the issue was the pricing. They had a lot of really common titles for like $10, $15. So pricing wasn't all that great, and that was the main issue with this store. But they did have tables full of Blu-rays at 3 for $10. We both grabbed some of those, and I picked up 2 Game Boy games. So all in all, not bad. And I will be stopping back here again in the future. Well, here's something a little bit different for a trip out to Hershey. We stopped at an FYE. I'm gonna call it right now. This here is going to be the gem of today. This is the Green Day bonus DVD I've been on the hunt for a little while now, and it's on sale for only $5. Now this is tempting. Duckman the complete series, all 4 seasons for $20. At $5 a season, this is actually a really good deal. I have never been so excited to go to an FYE in my life. I grabbed a few interesting things here from the actual store, but as we're standing in there, Rick notices a guy who's trading in a whole bunch of Blu-rays. One of those Blu-rays being a really cool set Rick wants to pick up. If you want to see what that set is, head over to his YouTube channel, Down to Movie. I'll put a link down below in the description of this video. So he's freaking out because it's a set, a Blu-ray set he's been trying to get his hands on, and the guy's trading it in right in front of us. So again, he's completely freaking out. I understand, I'd be doing the same thing. And as we check out, the guy goes, oh, we didn't actually buy that set. We didn't buy much of the stuff he had. So I'm like, Rick, go chase after that guy right now. So he chases him down, ends up getting that set, and picks me up something as well. He saw this and knew I would want it. Slumber Party Massacre. Rick here is my bestest friend in the whole wide world. This is amazing. I have it on DVD, but certainly worth an upgrade to Blu-ray. And the best part is, for the Blu-ray set he picked up, which is a really cool set, and for this, Rick paid a total of $5. So I got this for $2.50, and he got his Blu-ray set for $2.50. Again, the greatest trip ever to an FYE. Well, my high of Slumber Party Massacre comes to an end because we are at Extremities Entertainment. Now, by the sign, you might think I'm gonna be pretty excited, but when you get inside here, you'll see why the headache will start to begin. Overwhelming to say the least. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like I said, overwhelming store. You just walk in there and there's just so much to look through. It is insane. And so are their prices. We did not grab any movies. Their prices were a little nuts, so we passed on most, but I did grab 2 CDs. This feels so incredibly weird. We are at Goodwill, but this is the Goodwill that I normally stop at first on my way out to Hershey, and now it's one of our last stops. Again, bizarre to be at the store not bright and early in the morning. Let's go see what they got. Pretty weak selection, not really much to pick from, but we do have at least one saving grace. Okay, one last stop. We are at yet another FYE, one that happens to be going out of business. Everything 40 to 60% off. Maybe we'll find something. Hey, look, 50% off what is usually 75% off. Well, the good news is they do have Duckman here as well, but the bad news is it's actually listed at full price, and at only 40% off, it's like $22. Okay, well, here's the bad news. Everything was listed at completely full price, which I guess is kind of the norm when a store is going out of business, but when everything's like $50, 40% off isn't really all that good of a deal. In fact, as you saw, the Duckman was, again, more expensive at 40% off than it was actually on sale at normal FYE. So I got Zippo. And with that, I'm going to call today a quit. So as always, if you want to see everything that Rick picked up, head over to his YouTube channel, Down to Movie. I'll put a link down below in the description of this video. And of course, do not forget to check out RJ's new channel, Reading Richard. Again, link down below in the description of this video. And if you want to see everything that I picked up, I'll see you in about 2 seconds. All right, guys, back home from a very interesting trip out to Hershey, Pennsylvania. We've been out there many times before, but this is the first time ever going out with Rick and RJ, and we were all very excited. But within our excitement, we really did not plan this trip out very well at all. So to recap, the idea was to get up very early in the morning, which meant losing a lot of sleep. In fact, yesterday we had daylight savings, so last night we lost an hour of sleep, so I'm very, very tired right now. But we were going to get up very early and head out to Hershey, Pennsylvania, hitting up all the different stores on the way out there. And then the best part is once you get out to Hershey, Pennsylvania, you get to ride the chocolate tour at Hershey Park, and you get a free bar of chocolate. So hunting and then chocolate at the end, how can you lose? Well, you can lose by not planning your trip out. And we both completely forgot it's Sunday, which means that stores did not really open until noonish, and a few other stores were closed. So, wasn't really the trip we necessarily wanted. We'll definitely have to redo this on a Saturday sometime this summer, but we still made the best of it, found some pretty cool stuff. Didn't get to hit up every store we wanted to because, again, some were closed. Salvation Army, like the Blue Mountain Thrift Store, they were closed. But again, we still made the best of it, found some cool stuff. So let's take a look at everything that I did end up picking up today. And first is actually something I got from Rick in a trade. I had a Blu-ray at the store that he wanted, and he had some Blu-rays that he was looking to get rid of. So we did a trade and got this for the store. We have E.T. the Extraterrestrial. So very cool. I do have this already in my collection, so don't need this. So this is up for grabs at the store. If you're interested, contact me. Very, very cool, awesome Blu-ray release. And that was that. So up next is what I grabbed from Big Lots. On the way out there, after we realized that nothing was open yet and that we were just going to go to Chocolate World first and then basically do everything backwards, Chocolate World first and then the thrift stores and everything on the way back home, we did realize that at least one store would be open, and that is Big Lots. So we made a quick stop in there, and not really much I wanted to grab. That Lucy Steelbook for what, $5? Really, really cool, but I already have it, didn't need it. But at least I found one thing I wanted to pick up, and that is Our Brand is Crisis. Never seen this movie. Rick said it was pretty good, and for only $1.50, marked down from $3 on Blu-ray, of course, I had to pick this up. Looks awesome from the producers of Argo, Sandra Bullock. I mean, looks like a winning combination. I have a pretty good idea this is going to be a very enjoyable movie. If you guys have seen this one, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, but I look forward to checking it out. And for $1.50, figured I really had nothing to lose there. So, again, that was pretty much it for the morning. Then we went out to Chocolate World, got our chocolate on, and then hit up some stores on the way back home, starting with the Goodwill that usually is like the last place I hit up on the way out to Hershey, Pennsylvania. Did find 2 CDs. First one being Rancid and Out Come the Wolves, which I do already have, but this one is absolutely in mint condition. I mean, the case and everything, the disc, it is all super, super clean. My copy, it plays fine, but this was just too mint to not pick up a replacement copy. So awesome. Great album, by the way. Actually, this was one of the first CDs I ever bought when I was in middle school. So very, very awesome. $2. And then also, this is cool, brand new factory sealed. We have the Lego Movie original motion picture soundtrack. Very, very awesome. I did not yet have this yet, and if for nothing less, the Everything is Awesome song I had to pick this up for. So that's really cool. Again, $2, brand new factory sealed. Very happy to add that to my collection. And then some VHS. They did have that, with the Book of Pooh, that Winnie the Pooh DVD, which the more I think back on it, for only $3, even though it was scratched, maybe I should have grabbed it and just kind of hoped it played fine because, again, I don't ever come across that. I see the VHS all the time, but the DVD is, at least for me, a rarity. So, in hindsight, probably should have picked that up after all. But I did manage to find 3 VHS. First one we have here is Beatles Help. Did not own this one yet, so very, very cool. Hope to get it someday on DVD, but for now, VHS is just fine. And then 3 Bill Nye the Science Guy releases. Actually, in editing the video, I realized there was actually a 4th movie, or 4th VHS of Bill Nye that I didn't grab. Should have, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is all Bill Nye the Science Guy from the Disney Presents version. So very cool. I love Bill Nye. Had to pick these up for $1 a piece. Definitely something I wanted to grab and add to the collection. So then if I'm getting this all right, I believe after that we hit up the video game store, which was pretty awesome, as you guys saw. I mean, it was huge. There was tons of games and just an insane amount of movies, but it wasn't necessarily the insane amount of movies in general that got us excited. It was the insane amount of Blu-rays. Normally, when you walk into a store, there's just an insane amount of DVDs and, you know, an okay amount of Blu-rays. Not this store. Apparently, I guess they really don't take in DVDs unless there's something kind of, you know, interesting, like a Disney title or a cool box set or anime or something like that. Otherwise, it looks like they're not taking DVDs in, but they certainly are taking in Blu-rays. Again, I have never seen this many Blu-rays anywhere before. I haven't seen this many Blu-rays in a Best Buy or an FYE or a Walmart. I mean, I don't think I've seen this. I don't even have that many, I don't even think, in my collection. There were so many Blu-rays. It was insane. But what was also insane were their prices. Again, they had like super common titles you can pretty much find in any, you know, any thrift store, pawn shop, marked up at like $10, $15. It was a little nuts. Not that there weren't good deals there. It was kind of like going to an FYE. The deals are there. You just gotta hunt them down. So there were some okay deals, but Again, for the most part, stuff was just crazy overpriced. I'm not sure where they were getting their pricing from, but yeah, I don't know. Again, it was nuts. But I did pick up a few things. Starting off here with 2 Game Boy games. Always happy to add some more Game Boy games to my collection. So the first one we have here, for $3, we have WWF Superstars 2, again, for $3. Very awesome. I do have WWF Superstars 1, so very cool to get the second one as well, for the original black and white Game Boy. And then we also have Pinball Dreams. Grab this for $5. I love pinball games. I'm a sucker for like video pinball games. They're so much fun, and I actually looked up some gameplay of this on YouTube, and looks like a fun game. Music sounds annoying. I'll probably turn the music down on this one, but the gameplay looked good. So yeah, another pinball game for my collection. Awesome. So 2 more Game Boy games down for the collection. That's awesome. But then I did actually grab some Blu-rays. Everything on the tables were 3 for $10, which is a pretty good deal. I mean, that's awesome. It was all kind of common stuff. Like, all the really good stuff was kind of on the back walls and everything, but the like super common stuff was kind of on the front tables. But I still managed to find some titles I needed. A lot of these are upgrades, but this one isn't. We have It Comes at Night. Have not seen this movie, but from what I hear from Rick and from other people as well, this is apparently a fantastic film. Apparently it's really good. So yeah, I had to grab that one. Then we have Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle and Escape from Guantanamo Bay. I do actually have the third movie. Well, I actually have it on 3D Blu-ray, but still Blu-ray. So I figured since I have the third movie in high definition, I should probably have the first 2 in high definition as well, so I can retire my DVDs. Then this is amazing. King Kong, the Ultimate Edition. Now, of course, I already have Peter Jackson's King Kong on Blu-ray. I love this movie. I mean, I'm a big fan of the 1933 movie. As I always say, it is the greatest movie ever made. It's not my favorite movie, but it is the greatest movie ever made, if that makes any sense. It is fantastic. So I actually thought the remake was really good. Peter Jackson did a fantastic job. But I did not have the Ultimate Edition release, so figured I would grab this. And if I'm not mistaken, this has the entire production diaries and the post-production diaries. I believe they're all on here, which is really cool and kind of the main selling point for me for this, and the cool lenticular cover. But yeah, the production diaries and the post-production diaries are what really sold me. I have them all in a DVD box set, which is cool, which I'm still keeping. I love that thing. But I did not have them in high definition, so figured I'm going to upgrade. That's a great upgrade right there. Same thing with a movie I could not believe I did not have yet on Blu-ray, Psycho. How do I not have Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho on Blu-ray? One of the greatest horror movies of all time. If I were to rate like the top maybe 25 horror movies ever made, or maybe, I don't know, maybe top 50 or something, it would be up there. It'd be really high up on the list. So I love this film. It is my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie, and why did I not yet have it in high definition? I don't know, but now I do. Same thing can be said about Edward Scissorhands. I could not believe I did not have this one. In fact, I had to double check. I had to go on my website and look it up, and sure enough, I, for some reason, did not yet have Edward Scissorhands on Blu-ray, which just blows my mind. When it comes to Quentin Tarantino and early Tim Burton work, his later stuff, like, as Tim Burton movies go on, they're still good, but they're not what they used to be. But I love like early Tim Burton, so like anything like Quentin Tarantino or Tim Burton, I've like always like upgraded. But I guess I never upgraded my Edward Scissorhands and just never really realized it until today. So had to grab that. And then because it's a great movie, Salem's Lot. Again, upgrading. So very cool. Have it on DVD, but needed to get it in high definition. That is awesome. So $20 total for all these Blu-rays. Not a bad deal. Very happy about that. Wish I could have grabbed some more since they had, again, more Blu-rays than I've ever seen in one place at one time, but the prices were crazy. Those prices, not so bad. So then I believe after that, we hit up a FYE of all places. Rick and I have been wanting to check out FYEs mainly for their great value deals, because at that one we went to, we got some really cool stuff, and then every one we've gone to afterwards, not so much. But we're hoping maybe to find some more great deals in the future. And I actually did find some cool stuff at this store. So the first thing here, this is amazing. In fact, this trip out to FYE was so good. So glad we decided to stop there, because first thing here is Green Day Quattro. That's what that says, right? This is as it says, the making of Uno Dos Tre, which Uno Dos Tre was the triple album release that Green Day did, which I like Green Day music, but I think that triple album was a horrible idea. I always say I think what happened was Billy Joe wrote, like, you know, a boatload of songs like bands do. When a band makes a CD, like the 13 or whatever songs on the CD, it's not like those are just 13 songs they wrote and then just put them on those are the 13 songs that made it onto the album. They usually write a ton of songs and then pick out the best however many and then put that on the album. I think what Billy Joe did was he wrote, like, you know, a boatload of songs and then went, let's use them all. And unfortunately with those albums, every one has a ton of songs you just want to skip over. You could definitely tell if they had picked out the best, like, you know, 15 or so songs or less, I don't know, more or less, whatever, the best songs from those 3 albums and put them into one album, they would have had a really good, tight album. But they didn't do that. I don't know what they were thinking. And this is the making of that. I've actually already seen this before, but I've been trying to hunt down this, this being a DVD. This is not a CD. This is like the bonus DVD that came with it. So, very happy about that. Only $5. Very, very cool. That is awesome, because again, I've been trying to hunt down a copy of this for the longest time. So awesome DVD release right there. Very excited about this. Always nice to mark something off your wish list that you've been, like, really wishing to have. Then I did pick up some stuff from the great value bin. We have Kick-Ass Heroes. This coming with 4 movies. We have Green Inferno, Fantastic Agroman, Red Eagle, and then the one movie I really wanted to get this for was Robo Vampire. I've always wanted to see that. I've heard about that movie, and it looks pretty ridiculous, but I've never actually seen it. So figured I would grab it, picked it up for 75% off of $3, so nothing really. It's awesome. Then this, I actually forgot to check. I really, really hope I don't have this. We have Trading Spaces, Great Kitchen Designs, and more. Now, according to my my collection list on my website, I don't have this, but something in the back of my mind says you actually do. So I didn't check yet. I'll have to do that. But seeing as I paid, I mean, again, 75% off of $10, not a bad deal, but more than I would want to pay for something I already own. So really, really hope I don't have this. I'll let you guys know probably at the end of the video. And then this is really cool. We have, what's this, Double Chunk Smooth. This is a Comedy Central, like, compilation double CD. As you can see, well, actually, it's smooth and crunchy. The smooth has people like, let's see, Lewis Black, Greg Girardo, Todd Barry, Dimitri Martin. Disc 2 has Norm Macdonald, Chris Titus, let's see, Kyle Kreese. I mean, a lot of really good artists on here. So just a compilation of Comedy Central stand-up music, and got it for $0.25. So not a bad deal there for some stand-up comedy. That is awesome. So, oh my gosh. Again, to kind of tell this story, I know I already said it once, but I'll kind of try to quickly do it again. We were standing in FYE, and Rick notices a guy trading in a whole bunch of a whole bunch of Blu-rays. He's got a stack of them, and right on top of that stack, you could see something very clearly. It was I don't want to tell you guys what it was. I want you to go check out Rick's channel to see what he picked up. I don't want to spoil anything for him, but it was a really cool Blu-ray box set that even I was like, wow, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on that either. But I knew he really wanted it, so you know he saw it. He had dibs, but of course, the guy was trading it in. So we figured, well, it's gone. He's going to get a nickel for that, and they're going to charge, $50 in the store, and we'll never pick it up. But as we were checking out, I said something to the guy at the register. I said, man, that was a lot of good stuff you traded in. And the guy goes, oh, we only took like two of the Blu-rays. And of course, Rick and I look at each other and we're like, what? Did he take the so-and-so? Did you take the so-and-so set? And he was like, no, we didn't take that. So I turned to Rick and I go, go get him, because I knew Rick wanted that. I was like, chase him down. Give me what you're buying. I'll put it aside. Go get that guy right now and see if he will sell you that Blu-ray set. So Rick takes off. I pay for my stuff. I actually asked him to hold Rick's stuff, and I go out and find Rick and to see what was going on, because he was taking a little bit. And sure enough, Rick managed to get the Blu-ray box that he wanted, and because Rick is the coolest guy in the world, he saw another Blu-ray that he knew I would want. He saw this and went, yeah, Dave is going to want that. So he picked it up, and in total, he paid $5 for everything. That's $2.50 for his amazing Blu-ray box set. Again, check out his channel, link down below, down to movie, and $2.50 for this Slumber Party Massacre on Blu-ray. Mind blown. I have no idea why this guy was just giving this stuff up for so cheap. Wish he had more. All the other stack of Blu-rays he had were super common titles that neither of us needed. But again, that Blu-ray box set that Rick got was amazing. I will admit, I am a little jealous. I kind of wanted that box set myself, but again, he had dibs. This was so cool of Rick to notice and know that, I'm really into horror movie and cheesy horror movies, and that I would definitely want this. So, Slumber Party Massacre on Blu-ray for $2.50. I think we can all agree that was an amazing deal, and I'm so glad we went to FYE, because not only did I get that DVD of Green Day I've been trying to hunt down, but luck be had it, we ended up getting some really cool Blu-rays as well, because we happened to be there at the same time that guy was trading stuff in that FYE for some reason did not take. Why would FYE not take this? I don't. Anyway, very awesome, very cool. Their loss, my gain. That is great. So, okay. Then after that bit of amazingness, we went out to Extremities Entertainment, which is a really cool store, but their pricing, not so cool. Again, very common stuff, priced very, very highly, and as I've explained to you guys in the past, that store just gives me a headache. There's so much to look through. It just, you start looking and you're like, this hurts. Like, my eyes hurt, my head hurts. I'm staring so much at these movies. Like, there's too much to look at, which, I mean, it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing as well. That many movies, just, your mind just starts to go crazy. So, that store drives me a little nuts, but Rick really wanted to check it out, and I don't think we're going to go back again, because Rick didn't grab anything. The prices were just too high, but I did manage to find 2 CDs I wanted to pick up, and this is really cool because this actually completes the set now. We have Green Day, Trey. So now I have Uno, Dos, Trey, and Quattro, the Blu-ray. So I did not have this 3rd CD yet within my collection, so now I have all 3 CDs and the DVD that go with it, so I have the full set now. Kind of weird the way that worked out today. That's awesome. So $5 for that. A bit more than I kind of wanted to pay, but I don't really see this ever out in the wild, so all right. And this was marked at 6, but I talked the guy down to 5. We have Dance Hall Crashers, Honey, I'm Homely, a great ska band. Big fan of Dance Hall Crashers. I still remember when this album came out. I bought it brand new day one at this little independent record store that has not existed for many years. So yeah, fantastic album. Very happy to get this. I was a little hesitant on paying $5 for this because I kind of figure somewhere down the line I will probably come across this at, for $1 or something somewhere. Maybe even this summer at like a flea market, I'll find it. So I was a little hesitant, but I do have a very long drive ahead of me down to Florida again in like 3 weeks. So kind of looking to, get some good music for the drive. So this is a great album. It's an amazing album. It's one of those ones you love to sing along to. So heck with it. I splurged a little bit and picked that one up. And then the last place I ended up grabbing something from, we did end up going to that closing FYE as well. Again, as I explained, they took all their sale prices off everything. Everything was top dollar, and then they were charging 40% off that. So everything was more than it would actually cost you if you went to a normal FYE. So yeah, if you have an FYE closing near you and everything's like 40% off, even probably 50% off, it really probably doesn't make much sense. You might just want to go to a regular FYE. You'll probably get better deals. So maybe when stuff drops down to like 60% off, I'll go back and we'll check them out. I don't know. But before that, and the last place I picked something up was actually that last Goodwill we hit up, where there wasn't really much to offer. But as I was walking out, I noticed Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. Very cool VHS release. I do believe I am grabbing this for my collection. I love that artwork. I gotta check my DVD release. If my DVD release has like the same artwork, I'll probably end up putting this up on the store, but I don't think it does. So in theory, this is for my collection because, again, I love good old horror VHS releases. That is awesome. So Hellraiser 3, very cool for $1. That was amazing. And there you go, guys. That was it from our kind of backwards trip out to Hershey. Again, guys, as you've seen, usually it's hit up all the thrift stores, then get out to Hershey, do the chocolate tour, and then drive on home. This time it was drive out to Hershey, do the chocolate tour, and then go hit up all the thrift stores. But that was our fault, and we won't be doing it on a Sunday again either because, again, so many of the stores were closed because of it being a Sunday. That was a shame. But anyway, still a great day. As you can see, it was pretty amazing. I am still blown away by this and what Rick got. I just... that was too amazing. My quick little side story too. Rick at first didn't tell me this was for me. Now, I know Rick's not a big horror fan, but when Rick had 2 movies in his hand and he had to go get changed he had to break like a 20 or something to pay the guy, I saw the 2 movies. I'm thinking, you've got to be kidding me. Rick's getting that really cool box set, and he's getting this. I'll admit, I was jealous. I was not too thrilled. I was like, man, what a great deal. And then to come to find out that he got this for me, that was so cool. So very, very awesome. Anyway, guys, I know I'm rambling. I'm going to go now. I've been talking for way too long. So as always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button and you're going to get one. Also, be sure to check out Patreon where you can help support the show. The simple donation of $1 a month really does help out, goes a long way, goes right back into these videos, and it does gain you early access on most of my videos as well. Also, be sure to check out Spreadshirt where you can grab yourself many designs of Cinema Sickness t-shirts and hoodies and tank tops and hats and buttons and all kinds of really cool Cinema Sickness gear. Again, proceeds do help out the show. And as always, most importantly, check out the Cinema Sickness store on Instagram where you can pick up all kinds of awesome media like some of the stuff you guys saw today. Again, proceeds really do help out the show, are the most important. Links to everything can be found down below in the description of this video. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Again, be sure to check out Rick's channel and see what he picked up, and definitely check out RJ's new channel as well. He would love it if you guys gave him some support. That's awesome. Again, links down below. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, and goodbye. Alright, so just went into the back of my collection and Trading Spaces, the specials. Trading Spaces, they hated it. And Trading Spaces creative home decor with designer Doug Wilson. That is right, I do not have trading spaces, great kitchen designs, and more. So this was completely worth it, and that is awesome. And I know I'm a dork, but I actually really liked this show.